Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to end my lovers reading with a very famous couple and royalty is King Edward the Eighth and Wallis Simpson. So otherwise known as David Windsor and Wallis Simpson. This is the king that abdicated, if you're wondering which one it was. Well, of course, all I have to do is say Wallis Simpson, right? Let's see, did they really love each other? Did they really have a heart connection? And as I've explained before, we're doing King of Cups for David, Queen of Cups for Wallis. It has nothing to do with their astrological sign or archetype. It's simply we're doing the heart connection. So we're doing King of Hearts and Queen of Hearts. And we're going to see what was their love connection. I got to clean these up. What was their heart connection? What was their heart connection? David and Wallis. What was their heart? Were they really in love? Or was that all just, what's up with that? Did they have a heart connection? At the end of the day, did they love each other no matter what happened? Did they love each other? What was the heart connection between David, aka King Edward the Eighth, and Wallis Simpson? What was the heart connection? What was the heart connection? What was the heart connection? Cards are ready. Their connection. King of Rods. Well, isn't that interesting? Their connection was entrepreneurial. I did that reading. Did he actually try and come back to be king? And yeah, he did. So I think their heart connection was true, was truthful. It was. Wow, I just want to say entrepreneurial. Interesting that this King of Rods is looking at the king. So she did look at him as a king, but she also looked at the potential of him. Oh, Five of Cups. He had a hard time letting go of the past. Perhaps he had a hard time letting go of her because she was divorced. Let's see, under her. That relationship was a lot of work. A lot of work that really didn't pay off. I know a lot of people think the Seven of Pentacles is big money, but it's really not. It's money that you have to really work for. It's an investment that takes years and years to come to fruition. So for example, if you plant an orange seed today, it's years before that tree starts producing enough oranges that you can make some money off of it. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is. And plus then you have to do the work, you have to nurture it. You have to prune it every year. You have to feed it like you have to pay a lot of attention to it. It's that relationship was a lot of work for her, and she really didn't get the payoff that she wanted. Especially considering if this was a entrepreneurial Ace of Cups, they were in love. They actually were in love, and I know a lot of people. Say that they weren't, that she got into it too deep and didn't know how to turn back. But the Ace of Cups is the love card. It's the absolute falling in love card. They did fall in love with each other. Ooh, did he have a drinking problem? I think he enjoyed that she was free to have fun with him the way that he wanted to have fun. He saw her as a prize in some respect. It was almost like another trophy on his shelf. Um, did they have like a lot of kind of addictive qualities in common? Like, did they enjoy drinking together and smoking together and partying together? And that's what kept them together. That's what kept them together. Yeah, you know what? We have two sevens here. Even though they were in love, She had a wandering eye. The Seven of Cups in a love reading is a wandering eye, thinking that you have other choices, maybe confused with the choice that you made. This relationship is a lot of work. I could probably just, find somebody else who was a lot easier. And that doesn't mean that she didn't love him. She just found him a lot of work. Oh, the devil. The devil. Well, of course, they were stuck with each other once he abdicated for her. He could not, if he found out she was having an affair, he could not divorce her. I mean, look at the embarrassment that would be. And once she made the decision that she was going to make the king abdicate, she also was now stuck. Their love trapped both of them and kept them stuck together. Page of Pentacles. He had to constantly sell people on their relationship. He had to constantly sell her on him. He had to constantly sell people on her. This relationship, he was constantly, I have somebody like that in my life. They're constantly, no matter what you do, she does better. No matter what this couple has done, well, they went on a holiday better. And he's constantly trying to sell her because she's really a hard sale on people, if you know what I mean. So just think of Harry trying to sell Meghan on people. This is what he had to do. He had to sell people. And you think about because of what happened. Of course he did. So the people that did talk to them, he had to constantly sell them on her. Oh, she's amazing. And she, I gave up a kingdom for her because she's so amazing. You should see this thing she does with her tongue, kind of thing. Not that he would actually say that, but I've never met a woman like her before, and I know you're going to love her too. And just constantly, it becomes really boring after a while and annoying. The world, well, she was out in the world. I think she wanted to end this relationship, but she was stuck. Once she was out in the world and realized what she did, it was like, okay, how can we put an end to this? Queen of Pentacles. She actually saw herself as, a great wife. He saw her as a great wife. That's interesting, that Queen of Pentacles on the devil, because we all know that the devil is Capricorn. I don't know what her sign was. I think he was a Cancerian. What's with all these men who are water signs in the royal family? I just find that very peculiar. Yeah, again, it was all about her. It was all about her. And about what amazing wife she was, and especially in the autumn of their years. Strength. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of yellow in this reading. He really had to tame the royal family, I want to say, after this, then by selling her, asking for favors. He actually had to put his ego aside for her. The Five of Swords. Man, she just really wasn't into this relationship at all. She loved him. We have the Ace of Cups here. They did have a love. But you can love somebody and not like them or not want to be with them. Think of a couple. Like this, unconditional love is garbage. So if your husband beats the hell out of you, but you love him, you should stay with him and forgive him, or no, that's the unconditional love. No, if you have a child, like I see a lot in my comments, King Charles is the father. He should have unconditional love for his child. No, if your child, you can still love your child, but not like their behavior. If your child's being a real grade A asshole, oh, I might have to edit that out. If you do not, you can love them, but that does not mean you have to accept their behavior. So this garbage about unconditional love, I'm sorry. Whoever made that up, obviously didn't have a really rough marriage, did not have a child that turned on them, did not have a lover who was forceful on them. No, but you can still love the person, but you do not have to accept their behavior. And I think that's what's happening here. I think that's what we have. I think we have love, and we're not accepting of each other's behavior. If anything, they had a lot of sex without making a baby. That's what the Ace of Swords is. When we're doing a love reading, Ace of Swords is sex without reproduction. I would say if the Ace of Cups didn't show up here, showed up here, or didn't show up, I'd say this is sex without love. They had a great sexual relationship without love, but the love is here, but the devil is here. I wonder why they didn't have children. Judgment. He gave her a lot of second chances. Ooh, yeah. Interesting cards. I wouldn't be surprised if in some respects she ended it. Five of Swords, Four of Swords. This is the end of the relationship. Strategy. This couple was in love, but they only tolerated each other. And also the love shows up really early. Maybe she loved that he was a king, and then all of a sudden one day he wasn't. And maybe now some of that shine was off the penny. And then maybe she was like attached to him being a king with this Ace of Cups, and he was attached, falling in love with her because she was the forbidden fruit, right? A divorcee, an American divorcee. She was the forbidden fruit, and he was a king of the British royal family, like top of the heap. And once he wasn't king and she was no longer forbidden fruit, I think things went south with this relationship. I think David just kind of got on with it with this Strength card here. I think their marriage was ended before we realize. With the World here, Four of Swords, I think their marriage was ended, and they just patiently waited it out. I think they just patiently waited it out, and we know that David was the first one to leave the relationship. No, this wasn't a happy relationship at all. Wasn't the love story that everybody makes it out to. Give up your kingdom for this floozy. Anyways, I was hoping to end the love relationship readings on a really high and happy note, and unfortunately, the two reads today somewhat let me down. All right, well, I hope you're having a happy Valentine's Day, and thank you very much for spending your time with me. I sure appreciate you. Take good care. Bye for now.